Okay, we are studying the Spanish Catalanian Barcelonian artist Joan Miro, Joanmiro. He is most famous for his marks, his doodles, right? So, even though most of you should be finished and at a place where you can paint, I'm just gonna real quick make an example for anyone that wasn't here. I got these super cool die. You're gonna roll the dice. The first die is like this gourd shape, right? And then I would roll again. This time, the second roll is this number 4 is this swirl. I'm going fast. You do not need to go fast. And I'm gonna, the third roll is this guy here. Okay. The fourth roll, I'm overlapping, I'm spreading things out. So I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, right now, I'm just gonna kind of like fill this in, but I'm still using his shapes. Okay. Now I'm making some stuff up too. Okay, now I would want you to have at least 20 of these marks, but the purpose of this video is not the mark making, but it is to talk about the background of your art. So what you're gonna do first is to do the background, not darken the shapes, not emphasizing the shapes. You're gonna use mostly water, and you can use whatever color scheme you want. I think it works better if you do cool or warm. But if you choose to do like a rainbow color scheme, thanks for looking at the screen. If you choose to do a rainbow color scheme, then you need to be mindful of what you put next to other things. Also, the surface of your paper matters. If you scrub an area, you're gonna ruin the surface. So this is kind of like quick painting. So here I'm gonna use a variety of colors here. So I'm starting with kind of this blue, going into this other color. So, I mean, I'm going fast. You don't have to go this fast. Some people in the last period, this took them the whole period. Some people, it took 10 minutes. So I'm filling it up. And it doesn't matter that if I'm really paying attention to the shapes, because I'm gonna do that tomorrow when my paper is dry. Okay. Thanks for being quiet. Okay. And go all the way to the edges. Then you can do this while it's wet today, or you can do it tomorrow. I'm gonna take my toothbrush and I'm gonna go like this. So I'm holding it like this, but then I aim it down. Now people were doing it other ways, like, I mean, I'm just telling you this is the way it works best. So I'm gonna dip it in the color, and then I face it down, and I add some specks, and that looks cool. What happens if I get a big blob like that? Should I freak out and cry? Yes?
Totally.
No. All right. So that's it. That's all you're doing today. Tomorrow. Let me show you phase 2. Here, I have one that is more rainbowy. So you're welcome to do that. Keep in mind the color wheel when you're doing this. Now I'm going to get a different paintbrush because I had kind of a big paintbrush with a flat head. Now I'm going to be drawing more like, so I want a pointy paintbrush, which none of you should have yet. Okay, here it comes. All right, so there is a rag in my container, so I can change, I can clean off my brush when I need to change colors. So I'm going to do some kind of like drawing on my paper, really. Now this is a little tricky because I don't want to make clashing colors. So I'm emphasizing some of these areas, right, Sadie? Thank you for being still and quiet. Stop talking. You guys can't sit by each other. Spread out. Do it now. And I mean, I can use my bigger paintbrush for some of these areas. I also have fluorescent paints if I want to introduce that. Ooh, that looks pretty. But it's kind of transparent, so maybe I'll beef it up. And on I go. Okay, so when I'm done with this video, you will receive your work. If you need to continue work on your Sharpie part of this, then you can. So I'm not dragging this orange color through these blue areas because orange and blue will make mud. So be thoughtful about where you put stuff. I'm going to continue this in a sec.